The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Welcome to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is the only reward. I am your host, Andy. Good evening, everybody. Nick, say hey to everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Remind them your Instagram handle.
I am at nwalt25. That is NWALT25.
Beautiful. Good doctor, Scotty.
How we doing?
Give him your Twitter.
All right. Twitter?
No, your Instagram.
Instagram? All right. And you're going to find him very active on it?
It's X.
X. Oh, yes. Excuse me.
Yeah. But no, on Instagram, good DR13.
Good doctor. 13. You betcha. Kelly, say hey.
Hey.
And Kelly's Instagram?
It's K_Ray22.
KRay22. Legendary number. And we got BQ in the house. What's
hey,
up,
what's
Brian?
happening? What's going on? Yep, you can find me at BM Queener.
BM Queener. And I am Andy, as I said, and I'm at Andy_TUTP. We got a great episode for you today. Nick has already dropped a little bit of a hint that we're going back to TV.
All right.
And that always puts a pep in our step as far as I can tell. But before we get to that, we're going to go ahead and get to the listener question of the week. This one comes in from Sophia II through our direct email. She's got a would you rather for us. Would you rather receive $1 million today, or would you rather get one free item each day, and it can be anything you want, but it has exactly $0 of resale value?
Interesting.
$1 million, free and clear, do what you want with it. Or each day of your life, you get one thing for free.
We just don't know what that thing could be. And we know
No,
we can't
you get to
resell it.
choose.
I'll get to choose.
You can get a Ferrari every
But
day.
I just
But how
can't-
many Ferraris do you need?
Well, that's true.
Okay, so think that part through. Let's hear some thought process here. Kelly, what are you thinking over there?
I think I'm going to go with something new every day.
Okay.
I mean, regardless of resale value, I get to experience whatever I wanted. I can get a house, I can get a car, I can take a trip. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Is that a cheat code, though? Right? Because that's like a full experience of things.
I'm thinking,
yeah.
you get a sports car, you get a house, but like you got to pay taxes, you got to pay.
Well,
so it's like
let's assume there's no drawback. Let's assume no drawback.
I think
no
for the
taxes.
sake of the debate, I agree with Nick. There's no drawback. But, yes, you get a car and you get a house. That's 2 days.
Right.
Well,
You got the rest of your life. You got to keep picking stuff.
But I had to clarify that. I guess. 'Cause
Are
then
these
you're like,
material items?
Yeah.
I think it's anything.
Give me
it's anything.
Give me a contrast to material items. What are you thinking?
Just superpowers, knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I think they have to be tangible. I like where your head's
I'm
at.
thinking
though.
items of value, but we can't resell them. So even if it's a multi-billion-dollar item,
You can't. Yeah.
you can't do anything with it. Like you can't. Nobody's going to give us a business or something like that. I don't get Amazon.
200 carat diamond.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
an
a
object.
stone. It's a,
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, monetarily, getting something new every day is going to pay out way more than $1 million.
I agree.
You know, I mean, $1 million can be life changing. You know, but maybe you're debt free, that kind of thing. It's not going to make you can't retire on $1 million. But I think the overall value, if you're able to pick a new thing every day, cost does not matter. I just can't resell it. I'm going that route for sure.
$1 million clearly isn't what it used to be, right?
No,
True.
not.
True.
And that I've never felt more 46 in my life than saying that statement. But
I'm
I'm getting to a point here before we get to you, BQ.
You're good.
$1 million, at least for today, gives you basically freedom to do whatever you want.
Sure.
If I wake up in the morning and say, will you please deliver me a G5 jet?
Mm-hmm.
What freedoms has that provided me? I just got a jet now.
I can't afford to fly on it. You can't.
I mean, maybe the
Paying
next
someone
day.
to fly it for you.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can't even afford
Tomorrow,
I can't afford.
I want gas.
Now we're talking. That makes sense.
Okay.
You know, like you said, day one you ask for the jet. Day two you ask for the gas for the jet.
Sure.
You know, is this only going on for a year? By the way, is there a time constraint on? I just
day for the rest of your
forever.
life.
Forever.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you have to.
No, but
me,
think
I'm
this through. You're
taking
going to
one
run
item.
out of things.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. No way.
Nah, I don't
No,
know.
you're not.
I'm gonna take an item a day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think I would. And I can't believe that I'm that far on this side by myself. Well, actually, we haven't heard from Scott yet.
I mean, I'm torn between both options, and I think I'm going $1 million.
Yeah. Why?
I think I would get bored of the free item a day thing.
You
Like
get
after
to
1,000 days,
Yeah.
I don't.
What
I
else
mean,
do you
I'm
need
also-
at that point?
I'm also a simple man. What else do I need?
Oh, I
You
know.
know.
I agree, but I'm going to leave my Ferrari in a parking lot somewhere, and then the next day I'll get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold jacket, green jacket.
How long would that feel exciting?
How long,
Before
how long,
you just
how long does $1
ran
million
out of
feel
Ferraris?
exciting before you run out of it?
I can
I'd
get
like
You
to
make
find
good
out.
choices with it. Yeah, I'd love to find that.
I can
I
get
mean-
creative.
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
saying.
fair enough.
I'm going to get
Let
an
me jump
island.
in and say we keep talking about Ferraris. I don't want to.
Okay,
No, no, no,
whatever.
no. You don't have to have a Ferrari. We keep saying it, but
Are you a Cybertruck guy, B?
that $1 million, that $1 million runs out. It will end.
I'm going
Not
to
if
get
you do it appropriately.
If you do it right,
handle
if you do it right.
it will enhance your life and
It will.
potentially for generations to come if you
It
handle
will,
it
but
correct.
you never have to buy another thing again.
make it a 92.
How much? You never have to.
I don't know if that's true.
Why not?
You only get one a day.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, you still got to eat.
I understand that. Okay.
You got to go. That's what I'm saying. You got to go to work still
Well,
because
yeah.
you can't.
You're not quitting work over $1 million. You're not going to quit work tomorrow.
no.
You get $1 million. You're not quitting work. No way. No chance. You're not retiring
I think
on
I
that.
could stretch
No.
it.
You could try.
I'm quitting work. I'll just have to go back to work in a year, though. That's
That's sabbatical.
And you got no $1 million left, right?
Exactly.
If you said 10 million, something like that,
Oh, that's a different. Story.
that's a different story. But
It's a
1
different
million,
story.
no.
Yeah,
Give me the item every day for sure.
I'm taking the item.
Yes.
Kelly, item.
Yes.
Me and Doc are in the $1 million department.
I'm taking $1 million.
Yeah. Yep. Well, a couple of smart guys sitting at the heads of the table there.
Oh wow.
Well, thank you, Sophia II, for submitting such a thoughtful question. We like to hear from the fans. We like to hear these thoughtful and ridiculous questions that we
love
love to
them.
debate. So give us a drop there at the Ultimate Trivia Podcast at gmail.com or find us on any of your favorite social media outlets. All right. I think we have come to the point where Nick's taking over the show.
All
I'm
right.
going to sit back and enjoy.
All right. I'm excited about this one. I think you guys will be as well. I can't take full credit for this episode. I wouldn't say I had a co-writer, but somebody brought this to me of one of our great listeners. He asked not to have a shout out, but I'm doing it anyway. Ryan Heck,
Okay.
Okay.
big sports fan, because I asked him about the show, and he's like, I want more sports, if you know Ryan Heck, there's obvious reasons. He's a big basketball guy. He said, do you want an episode that's non-sports related? I said, of course. We want as many episodes as possible. So he brought me this one.
Oh, baby.
And the alarm gets out of warning. I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by.
Love it.
It's
There.
all right, 'cause I'm saved by the
I know in this table it goes without saying, but for any of our listeners that are not aware of what that intro song is from, we are doing Saved by the Bell, gentlemen.
Oh, baby.
All right.
I'm calling
Yes.
it
The
right
whole
now.
trivia?
What?
The whole trivia is Saved by the Bell?
10 questions, all Saved by the Bell.
Well, and just to give you an idea how well I'm going to do at this, I didn't know what that was when you hit play.
You kidding me?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh,
And you call yourself a 40-year-old. What
that is
going on?
unexpected.
I think age-wise, I'm just past when people would be, watching that show.
He said he
Wow.
just called himself really old.
Yeah, he did.
Although Nick's brother would be lights out at this, so it doesn't really line up.
Okay,
We're the
boomer.
same age.
You were reading cassette tape jackets.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, based on that, I'm glad I didn't use Mr. Heck's questions because he sent me elite level.
Deep ones.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think I've seen every episode, but the questions, I'll have to share those with you guys later. They were tough. I
Yeah.
mean, they were expert level. The writers of the show didn't know these answers. That's how
Yeah.
good they were. They
I'm
were tough.
intrigued.
So I'd use a little bit of his stuff, but definitely give him some writing credit on this one because it was his idea. So for all of our fans that are not as aware of the show as we are, Saved by the Bell, a group of quirky teens navigate the roller coaster of high school life with more drama, hijinks, and questionable fashion choices than any principal should have to handle. You've got the charming troublemaker who's always scheming, the buff jock who's way more into wrestling than he is studying, the super smart overachiever who occasionally totally loses it, the girl next door who's as sweet as she is clueless, and the goofy sidekick whose antics are borderline terrifying. Oh, and there's a principal who spends way too much time chasing down the same group of kids for their latest wild stunts. So this is one of our favorite shows. I think.
Nope.
You know, except for Scott, apparently, but junior high age, middle school.
Makes me a little sad because I used to have a head of hair very similar to that.
Yeah.
And it's long gone.
I don't know. Does the year it came out, is that going to be one of the questions?
It is, Scott.
Okay, well then never mind.
It is.
We'll come back to that.
It is.
All right.
Actually.
I want to know. I want to know what grade I was in when the show came out.
You will find out.
Find out.
Yep.
You will find out. I did get a couple of cool fun facts, if you want to call them cool. Did you guys know there was no swearing on set?
Yeah, because they were
General?
kids.
Well, because I mean, they were
You're
kids,
saying,
but this
like-
is still like this is a TV show, and they had a rule. The producers or directors, whatever, there was no swearing on set for these kids.
Nice.
And you've heard the horror stories about childhood actors and
yeah,
the stuff
sure.
they go through, but
Yeah.
it was a clean show. Terribly, the cast doesn't get any royalty checks from this show.
Oh, wow.
And it is still
Are you
on
serious?
TV today. No, according to my internet sources.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
They had good agents.
Right. Well, when you're
Fantastic.
15, what kind of agent you got?
Yeah.
Zack Morris isn't blonde. He had to dye his hair before every episode.
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
And he's bald like Brian now, probably.
Is he? No, he's on his
No, he's
show.
not.
No, he's on a show now, I think.
Those
Yeah.
are plugs. You can't dye your hair every day.
They said
It's gonna fall out.
No, he's
I
dark.
read it.
He's got dark hair now.
He has dark hair, but
Yeah.
I read it. They said he dyed his hair before every episode. They had to do something with it, I guess.
Toupee.
Just sounds like it'd be hard on your hair.
I never dyed it, and I had beautiful blonde hair.
And lastly, Slater was supposed to be Italian and Lisa was supposed to be Jewish. Turned out the one was Mexican, one's African American, like not Jewish.
Like originally written?
Originally written, AC Slater was supposed to be Italian, and Lisa
Scott-
was supposed to be Jewish.
Scott has no idea who you're
No.
talking
Well,
about.
I actually knew Slater. I was hoping that'd be one of the questions. Oh, well.
I thought that he was Italian. Or
No,
just-
that his name. Like,
oh, his name's in it. Don't worry. Well, I try to hit.
Hey, how
I
you
try to
doing?
hit. I try to hit most of the characters.
all right,
Slater, how you doing?
I'll guess Slater for every answer.
Good idea. All right, everybody ready?
Let's do it.
All right, fire
love
up.
it.
Question number 1.
Hold on.
All right, get yourself settled.
It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on Saved by the Bell, and Nick will lead us through it. Here's how it works. Nick will read out the questions, and we'll all write our answers on the whiteboards. When Nick says reveal, we'll show him. If we get it right, we get a point. Who's keeping score?
I am.
All right. If we get it wrong, well, Nick is going to make fun of Scott. So here we go.
A lot.
Question number 1. Zack Morris is like the main character. Scott.
Yeah, I know the gist.
Zack Morris has many talents,
Okay.
like charm, athleticism, and music, to name a few. Possibly his greatest talent was the ability to freeze everything and everyone around him. What phrase did Zack say when he used this miraculous talent? Ooh.
Nailed it.
All right. All right.
go.
And he's feeling
Oh,
good.
I know exactly what you're talking
Uh-huh.
about, but I do not remember.
you had to replay
what he
it in your
said.
head.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah. Not a true layup. But,
No.
I mean, but an avid fan.
Most-
I think, most people.
Most fans of the show not named Brian would come up with this pretty quick.
I can't believe I can't remember this.
Kelly's writing now. Brian, I'm going to give you about 5 more seconds
You'll get there.
because you got one.
I got it.
Kelly's good. Scotty, you're good.
Oh, I'm ready.
Hey, oh.
I love the confidence.
This is going to be hilarious if he beats out Brian.
Oh, that'll
who
be
seemed
great.
very into it.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Not
All right.
hilarious to Brian.
So one last time, what did Zack Morris say when he used his miraculous talent, the ability to stop everything and everyone around him? Let's reveal. Andy with timeout. Brian had hold up. Kelly with timeout. Scott with hold it now. Kelly and Andy are correct
Yeah,
with
baby.
timeout.
That seemed too
That was a
obvious.
shot in the
That
dark.
seemed
Was it?
too obvious.
I had
That's why I didn't
no
write it.
clue.
Oh wow.
I mean, picture the scene. If you just go timeout,
he would
yeah,
even drop the
no,
T.
He did. He even did that. You're
okay.
right. You're right. You're right.
Yes.
But like when you first asked something like this, timeout seems to.
I can't believe I got that.
Gonna be
Yeah.
a layup. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's all right.
I mean,
it's fine.
to me, it was kind of a layup. That's why I went with it. I'm not even going to read the synopsis. Everybody out there, yeah, Zack Morris could literally say timeout and everything and everyone around him would stop.
Yeah.
And he would, what do they call it? Like breaking the fourth wall or
He
something
broke
like
the fourth
that.
wall.
Yeah.
Would talk to us as
Yes.
the audience.
Yeah. He
and
would talk
often
directly to the camera.
get himself out of a sticky.
That's just how
situation.
gifted Zack Morris was.
And the writers of that show just brilliant.
Yeah. They were very good.
I can't say that. I was about to say something. It's probably, I bet it comes up. So I had a fun fact for you, Robin.
We'll save it just in case.
I'll save it. Yeah.
All right. Well, good job, Andy and Kelly.
Thank you.
Well done.
I don't know what happened. I blacked out.
Somebody called timeout on you. All right. We're going to move on to question number 2. The students of Saved by the Bell spent most of their high school years in one particular school. Can you name the high school where all the drama and hijinks took place? And what is their mascot? You have to have both parts. You have to have both parts of this to get credit for the question. Name of the school and their mascot. Andy seems confident.
I'm ready.
You got it? Dang it.
This was
Brian?
I know the school with the mascot.
this was a
gotta think
favorite
about
show of mine for a
Kelly's
long time.
not sure.
I'm with you.
I know the school for sure.
I know the school.
The
for sure.
mascot.
I'm shot in the dark on the mascot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scotty's still writing. Kelly, you still thinking or you got an answer down?
I have one written down, but I'm trying to.
You can't watch Kelly right.
I saw him
It's
right.
such a ninja. I can't ever get it figured
He's
out.
so slick with his writing abilities. All right. It looks like everybody's good to go. All right. So what we're looking for is the name of the school
The mascot.
and their mascot. You have to have both correct in order to get credit. Let's reveal. Scotty with Springfield High Tigers.
What
We
is
had-
happening?
We have the Bayside High Tigers from Kelly, Brian with Bay High Tiger, and Andy with Bayside. It says Bayside, sorry. Andy, Brian, and Kelly are all correct. It is the Bayside Tigers. Scotty got Tigers somehow, but Springfield
most
High.
common
It's
the
the
most common run. Kelly is like pulling answers out of air.
I have no idea.
What is going on?
Wow. Wow.
I'm just trying to picture the mascot because I know it's like Screech Ward or,
That's right.
but
Yeah.
sorry.
They put ants in it.
Yeah.
He's got to do a dance.
I didn't even.
Great episode.
Yeah. I didn't write about synopsis on this one. Just what did I put in here? Just FYI, it was actually the school, the building itself was located in the Pacific Palisades in California. Does anybody remember, this is just this little bonus, who the school rival was?
God, dog, what a
I didn't put it in. That this is just
Was that originally a heck question?
No. Hex questions were way tougher. Tougher.
If I had an unlimited amount of time, I think I could get there. Was it Valley?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby. That's
Andy
a
is
bonus
on
point.
it. I'm concerned about a 10 for 10 now. I mean, you are on it.
Strong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm feeling good.
I would
Well
be
rested.
Too. I would be too. B, how you feeling now? You seemed pretty confident when we started.
Oh yeah. The timeout thing, like I remember it clear as day, but like when you first asked, like that seemed way too obvious. Like so I started thinking of overthought it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So sometimes it's hard to remember things on this show when they ask you questions, isn't it?
Well,
Like,
I always
I can't
remember
say
the
it
time-
out loud.
They taught me a lesson.
I do want to
I saw him say timeout way more than I ever saw Remember the Titans, and you did too.
I do want to re-point out that again earlier in that episode. Go watch sports movies released after 2000. Brian forgot the name of a movie that he owns.
That's true.
$1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
And we never touch
Sorry.
on that.
No,
But,
no,
Brian's
it's just
had
more
his
fun to give
moments.
Nick a hard time, I
Well,
guess.
that's
Yeah, I think
always
so.
true.
All right, we're going to move on. Everybody ready for question number 3?
Yep.
After school, the gang would gather at this local diner to hang out and get into all sorts of mischief. What's the name of the diner? Andy's quick to the board.
Yep.
Scotty's writing,
Feel good.
which means nothing at this point.
no,
when
I feel
Scott's
good
writing.
for Scott on this.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just making up. I'm just making up things.
This is the cooking terms all over again for Scott.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Kelly, you got one written down?
I do.
Looking? Okay. And B.
All I'm thinking about is the peach pit from 90210. I know that's not it. I know that's not it.
I hear you though.
But
Like,
I
I
can't.
guess I won't put that in my 90210 episode.
Brian, can you see through my board? Because I feel like we're on the same page.
They're brothers.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, I'll give you 5 seconds to write down the name of the diner that the kids from Bayside High hung out at.
Kelly, where are you at?
I think I got it.
God dang it. You're going to get it right. You're going to go 10 for 10 and I'm going to have a bonehead moment. And
All right.
Win.
So we're looking for the name of the diner that everybody hung out at after school. Let's reveal. We got Kelly with the Max. We had the Bayside Diner from Brian. Andy with the Max with 2 X's, unnecessary. And Scott with the Peach Trap.
Pretty sure it's accurate though. The peach trap.
We do have 2 correct
It was
answers.
the peach pit, by the way.
Yeah, it was the Peach Pit. I don't know who traps a peach.
I don't know. No one knows.
Many a man.
All right.
Scott blacked out in the late 90s, I think.
Well, we did have 2 correct answers. Kelly and Andy both had the Max, which is correct.
Pretty sure it's 2 X's.
Not according to what I looked up. It only had one.
All right, fair enough.
So the Max was a spot where the gang would meet up, hang out, and hash out their high school drama. From milkshakes to pizza, the diner was always the center of the group's social life, and it became as iconic as the characters themselves. And if I recall, wasn't the owner, wasn't that his name?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
The magician. All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Okay. All right. I don't think any of us, we don't have I guess we always kind of,
magicians.
had a spot like that. I mean, the Peanut here in town.
The 4-way.
Not at high school. Yeah,
High school, it would be
back roads.
it would be the 4-way for us.
Zinc.
Road.
Yeah.
Andrews.
We would meet up at the 4-way, which is always a genius move, right across from the
across
police
from City
station,
Hall,
to meet up to go do things we probably shouldn't be doing at that age.
Born in a small town.
Copyright.
Copyright. This episode's going to be full of it. All right.
And we just lost our podcast.
Question number 4.
Can't wait.
This is a short question. What's Mr. Belding's first name? And it's not principal. Actual first name. Andy,
I'm done.
on it. Andy, on it. So while you're thinking about this, Heck had a question. What was Mr. Belding's brother's name?
Oh, I could get there.
You might be able to. Don't say anything.
Okay.
But I just want to give you an example of where his head was at.
Right.
He's in deep trivia.
Oh yeah, and I have a feeling he wrote all those off the top of his head. I bet he didn't even use the internet for any
Yeah,
of those.
I'm sure.
I bet he just like, these are good. All right, so Andy's good. Scott's good.
Don't even bother looking at me. Don't make eye contact.
Brian's good. Kelly, you good? All right, let's reveal. We have Brian with Jim.
God dang it, Kelly.
Andy with Richard. We got Alan from Scott and Richard from Kelly. Kelly and Andy,
What
both
is
correct
going
again.
on here? Did you take a stab or did you feel good about that one?
I was pretty confident about that one.
Yeah, I mean Richie Belding. I think
Yeah.
that was actually referenced before.
Old Dick Belding.
Yes.
Good old Mr. Belding. Picture the halls of Bayside High.
I can't.
I can't read a synopsis right now. I can't.
Come on, give it to me.
I'll try. Okay.
So excited. And I just can't.
Picture the halls of Bayside High are bustling. Zach's plotting the next scheme. Kelly's dazzling everyone with her smile, and Screech, well, he's probably up to something weird in the science lab. Though through it all, one man stands tall, armed with a booming laugh and the patience of a saint. That's Mr. Richard Belding.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. From his iconic, hey, 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 what is going on here? To his endearing attempts to be part of the gang's fun. That was my best Mr. Belding impression.
Hey, hey, hey.
There it is. Yeah. What is going on here? All right.
Brilliant writing
Brother-
once again.
You got brothers.
Hey, hey, hey. What's
You got
going on
brother's
here?
name on there?
His brother's name, if I recall, it was Rodney.
Oh, that is
I
right.
think,
I
yes.
was going to say Mitch, but it is.
Yes.
It was Rodney. You're right.
Oh, wait, I didn't use that for a tiebreaker or anything.
That's-
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I don't know what's
Deep cut.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to question 5. We'll do a score recap after this. The gang from Saved by the Bell didn't just focus on schoolwork and romance. They also had a killer band that performed in a few episodes. What's the name of their band?
We'll stay side by side. We'll be friends forever. Till the end of
That
times forever.
Friends forever, baby.
I mean, come on. I have goosebumps hearing that song. I see them singing it in the garage.
Heck yeah.
You know, the
I
whole
got it.
episode. Oh, that was great. Oh, I feel good right now. Hearing that, I just feel good.
Binge. I don't even know where I'd go find this. Peacock, I guess,
I'm
probably. It was an
tingly.
NBC show.
I feel good. All right. So Andy's got an answer. Looks like Brian does. Scott is irrelevant.
I mean, do you want me to
Are you
write
going to
something
over?
down?
Are you going to over? Did you already get one?
Obviously. No, I haven't got one.
Oh, wow. You might have first
I have
over.
no idea.
No idea?
Not a clue.
Kelly is still writing. I'm going to give you a few more moments.
I watched this show, but apparently
you
I didn't
sure?
really pay attention.
Were you awake? Yeah.
Like, I was worried this would be a 10 for 10 kind of episode, like too easy. Like, I
No,
threw in
no.
something a little bit tougher later on, but You know, I thought these would get breezed through. Obviously, you're breezing through it, Andy.
Feeling good.
Kelly's trying to hold on
Not even close.
to that number one spot with Andy. I'll give you 3 more seconds, Kelly, then we have to reveal. Scotty's writing something additional for no reason. Kelly, you ready?
Sure.
Let's reveal. I'm going to start with Andy. We have the Zack Attack. Scotty with the Bayside Boomers. We had the Friends Forever from Kelly. And what do you got there? The Max.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. That was a
The
thing.
Maxettes,
The
because the
Max
diner.
Eds.
the
And that
diner.
was a thing, actually. There were some dancers, I think they called themselves the Maxettes at one point.
Look at that.
Andy is the only one with the correct answer. It is the Zack Attack.
Shout out to our boy Zach Bullard. This is what I call him every time
Yes.
I see him.
Zack Attack.
Zack
Yes.
Attack.
Yeah. I mean, this episode, they get famous. Zach goes off on his own. I mean, do you remember this episode, Ryan? This is a huge
I
episode.
don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, am I going to be embarrassed for getting 0? Or you all should be embarrassed for knowing all that?
Hey,
Bull, this
I don't know any of it.
6 to 1
either.
This was
happens
a
over
very
the
other. This is a
I get
very
Yeah,
like
popular.
I
feel
remember
bad about
coming
knowing
home from
stuff.
school,
Yeah, right.
like honestly, and like getting a snack and pouring myself some iced tea. I'm an iced tea guy and watching it all the time. But I just don't remember it. I just
Wow,
this is crazy.
No, they were like a garage band, and the whole episode goes through. They get super famous.
I remember
they're blowing
them
up.
I remember them playing and like having the band, but like the
Zach's
name,
the
like,
lead man.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, obviously.
There's a tantalizing temptress that comes and lures him away from
Yeah, like the manager.
He goes solo.
He goes solo. The whole thing falls apart. It was all a dream.
It was heavy. It was
You know,
heavy
Zach,
episode.
Zach on the guitar, lead singer. Kelly Kapowski, no instrument. She just danced around a little bit and sang. Lisa, I think, was on the keyboard.
Keyboard sounds right.
Slater was on the drums.
Of course, he's a drummer.
And I forget what Screech did.
He probably played the tambourine
It was-
or something dumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was Jesse in it too? I don't remember now. Wow. Anyway, so that takes us through 5 questions. I'm a little surprised with some of you guys. Andy, I'm not surprised at all that you're doing so well.
Beautiful.
Where are we at on the scoreboard, K-Ray?
Scott,
Goose egg.
Brian has 1, and myself has 4, and Andy has answered all 5 questions correctly.
Get
Well
used to it,
done.
boys.
Well done. Throwing that no-no.
Coming for you. I'm not on the board with the no-no yet.
Oh, that's right.
So, Ryan, this is why I cannot use your questions. Wow. Okay. Moving on, second half. Number 6. This is a bit of a deep cut here. Scotty, I expect nothing from you.
I'm going to pull something out of the hat.
No, you're not. All right. Before Saved by the Bell became the iconic show we know and love, it was actually a spin-off of another series called Good Morning, Miss Bliss. I remember that show. Don't know if you guys do. Some characters from the original series made the jump to Bayside High. In fact, 5 of them did. I need 3 of the characters that were on Good Morning, Miss Bliss that carried over to Saved by the Bell.
Oh, wow.
3 of the 5. 5 total characters made the jump. I'm asking for 3 of them. Thought this one might be one of those, perfect game stoppers.
Yeah.
Laying down a bunt, making you jump off the mound to see if you can make the play. Kelly is done, looks like.
Done.
Feel good?
I don't feel good about it. No.
Okay. I mean, if you know the character
I'm
list.
done, but I don't feel great about it. But
Okay.
I'm done.
Andy, looks like you're done.
So I remember the episodes with Miss Bliss, but I remember it being called Saved by the Bell.
no.
I remember her
She
as
was
a
on-
teacher
yeah, she was
on
a
the
teacher.
show,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the
Yeah.
previous.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with what I have.
Scotty, I'm going to forget you're even here for right
Yeah,
now.
well, you go ahead. But I
All
wrote
right,
down 3 names.
All right. This to me is one of the tougher questions. The spin-off, Saved by the Bell is a spin-off of Good Morning, Miss Bliss. Some of the characters were on Good Morning, Miss Bliss, carried over to Saved by the Bell. Give me 3 of the 5. Scotty, I'm going to start with you.
Read it.
Zach, Slater, and Lisa. We have Zach, Lisa, Jesse. Oh, sorry, from Scott. Sorry, Zach, Slater, Lisa from Scott. Kelly, you had who again? Zach, Lisa, and Jesse. We have Zack Morris, Jesse Spano, and Screech from Brian. And then we have Zach, Screech, and Lisa. The answers are Zach, Screech, Lisa, Mr. Belding, and Max. So if you had 3 of those, which Andy does, Brian, you did not. Kelly, you did not.
I almost put the principal
You
last.
almost had it.
Yeah.
So we get one correct. Andy was correct. He got 3 of those 5.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I do remember when they were in. It was junior high, if I
Yes,
recall
I think so.
correctly.
Yes.
I actually can't remember the other female's name.
There was one that had like curly, or
Yeah.
like wavy dark hair. I'm trying to remember who else. There was another. There's another boy one too. Yeah, I can't remember all. I could kind of see their faces, but I don't remember the names.
Sure. All right.
Well, Good Morning Miss Bliss was short-lived. It served as the stepping stone to Saved by the Bell. Zach, Screech, Lisa, Mr. Belding, and Max were all the characters to make the transition from the early show to the more famous spinoff. Their quirky friendships and zany antics lived on at Bayside, where they quickly became central to the show's success. So, there you go. That was a deep cut, and you got it.
Boom.
Dang.
Love it.
Oh, I don't know, boys. I'd be a little worried now. He's doing well. Moving on to number 7.
Gonna make my run right now.
Let's see it.
have it.
We all know him as AC Slater, the tough, charming wrestler from Saved by the Bell. But do you know what AC stands for?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Of course you do.
Oh, I can't believe you asked this question.
Gee. Andy's feeling good. Brian's thinking hard. So is Kelly. Scotty's writing down some kind of answer.
I can't wait to see
I can't
Scott's
wait to
answer.
see it. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
You just knew this one easily.
I can hear his dad saying it in my head. There's your hint.
I
there,
thought
Kelly.
it was like it was brought up. I don't know. I can't remember the episode.
I'll tell you
I don't
when.
know.
I'll tell the episode
Okay.
when I reveal, or once it's out.
Changing it.
All right, gentlemen, give you about 5 more seconds. Scotty, you're done. Brian's done. Shrugging shoulders.
No idea.
Wow. This is unexpected. Kelly, you done?
Whatever.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Well,
salty.
all right. Let's go ahead and reveal. Brian has Alan Cooper. We have Albert Clifford from Andy. Scott has Aaron Christopher. And Kelly has Alan Chris. Andy's correct. It is Albert Clifford.
So the episode
killing
is
I'd go by AC too.
that was the idea.
episode. His dad, who is the military man,
Yes.
comes and tells him that he is going into the military. They have to, of course, have a difficult heart-to-heart, and he refers to him as Albert Clifford. It's the only memory of the name muttered at that point.
That's one of those. I'll know it when I hear it.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
No synopsis necessary.
There
Got
you
it
go.
all right
I
there.
delivered it.
AC Slater, the tough wrestler, built the kid. Should have been Italian, but he wasn't.
But yeah,
But yeah, it's kind of a. I guess it's a nerdy name, Albert Clifford.
I guess so.
It is.
Ish.
But shout out to all of our listeners named Alfred or Clifford.
Albert.
Or Albert.
Albert.
He doesn't
Yeah.
know the answer when he was given the answer. That's how checked out Doctor is.
All right.
I'm going to tell my friend Alfred you said that.
Alvin. Alvin Clifford.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to number 8, and we'll do one more score check, Kelly. Question number 8. Scott with his psychic powers. Saved by the Bell ran for 4 fabulous seasons. What year did it premiere?
This
Andy,
is
how
the
you
Buster.
feeling? Yeah, there it is.
I'm hoping this is the Buster. I thought AC could have been a Buster.
How many seasons? Say again.
It says 4.
Okay.
According to the internet,
that's-
it said
no,
4.
good.
Well, remember,
that's
there's
true either.
Well, remember, there was the Miss Bliss. They had. It makes sense if it ran 4. That's high school years. But
College
there was the college years. There was
Yeah, I
when they
guess it
worked
does
over the
make
summer.
sense, doesn't it?
That's not in here.
Oh yeah, with Leah Remini.
Yeah. Before she went all, didn't she? What Scientology or whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
She's out.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. So back to the question. What year did Saved by the Bell premiere? Ran for 4 seasons. Andy, you good?
no,
Brian?
I am not good.
All right. I'll give you a 5 count. Kelly, you got a year down.
I got something down.
Scotty?
Yeah, I can write a year down.
I hope
Attaboy.
Scott's answer is 1937 because he has no idea when this show aired. All right. Everybody's got an answer. Let's go ahead and reveal. Oh.
Yep.
All right. So, Saved by the Bell. Here we go. We have 1992 from Scott.
We got it
93 from Kelly. 91 from Brian. 1994 from Andy. We do not have a correct answer.
Earlier?
No hitter. Broken up. 1989.
Wow. Yeah. I was obviously way away from
1989.
89.
Yes.
Thought you liked the show.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Good morning, Miss Bliss.
Well, Saved by the Bell debuted on August 20th, 1989. Quickly became a cornerstone of 90s pop culture. 35 years later, we're still humming when I wake up in the morning, except for Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And reminiscing about the Max, who knew the quirky teen sitcom would stand the test of time?
It hasn't.
Bayside forever.
I don't think Scott hums either, by the way.
Well,
He said it hasn't.
it has. It's still it's still running today.
And they don't get paid on it.
Like, what channel is it?
Yeah, what
I didn't know it still
channel?
ran.
I have
did
to
not
think
know.
about it. I'll have to think about that
Teen
next time. I see it.
Nickelodeon
Fact
or
check
something.
that.
It could be on,
Fact check that.
it could be on Nick Jr. or something. I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm
Nickelodeon.
not. I believe
Yeah.
you.
Maybe
I
it's
just
on the
didn't know- I just
WB.
didn't know it was still running.
I've seen, definitely like on Saturday mornings, I've seen it
Yeah.
being broadcast.
Freeform.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah. So in 89, Andy, since you're killing it, how old were you in 1989?
11.
Okay.
I was 9, and I know these.
But I also
Okay.
watched it heavily in syndication.
Gotcha.
Well after it was done.
Gotcha.
Kelly, can I get a score update?
Yeah. We got Scott at. Brian has 1. I have 4 correct answers. And Andy coming in strong with a 7 out of 8.
Ooh.
Well
now
done.
it's my turn to
Doing
prime
good.
time.
He's already won. So
No, it's locked in, but
Wrap it up.
we're going to keep going. Question number 9. One of the wackiest moments involves Screech gaining a superpower that gave him the ability to see the future. How did this happen? What happened to Screech that gave him the ability to see the future?
Oh, man. I know the episode.
Screech had the ability to see the future. What occurred to give Screech these powers? So we got a guy that can see the future, one that can freeze time. Anybody else? I don't think anybody else had any superpowers
Yeah,
besides those two.
Jesse could sing.
Oh, yeah. Well, they all could sing.
Yeah,
Zack Attack. We went over this already. We heard the song. All right. Give it a couple more seconds.
Yeah,
Scott's done. It's irrelevant.
I know
Although
the episode.
you're going for the first possible goose egg, so it is relevant.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Making
Kelly's finishing
I'll
up.
own it.
All right.
I'll own it.
UTP
Everybody good?
history.
I'll make
All
a
right.
T-shirt. I don't care.
All right. What gave Screech the ability to see the future? Let's flip. We have Brian has hit in the head. Electric shock from Andy. Ryan had keep your ideas to yourself from Scott. And Kelly has kicked in the head by Lisa's cast. The answer is he was struck by lightning.
Lightning.
It was lightning.
Do I not get
You
credit
do not
for
get credit for
Yeah,
that,
I shouldn't
no.
get credit for that.
Just getting electrocuted is not the same thing.
I don't remember that. That aggravates me.
Yeah. 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 In true Screech fashion, he managed to survive being struck by lightning and somehow walked away with psychic abilities. The oddball storyline was classic, Saved by the Bell, quirky, unpredictable, and undeniably fun. This episode is a perfect reminder of why Bayside will always hold a special place in our hearts. Who needs realism when you've got Screech-powered shenanigans?
I see. What
Yes.
there. That's pretty good.
All right. We're moving on to question 10. Perfect game is out the window,
Yeah, dang it.
but the goose egg is still
Still in play.
in play.
All right. Give me something I can guess.
All right. We all remember Jesse Spano as the overachieving, socially conscious member of the Bayside crew.
Showgirls.
But one of the show's most dramatic moments came when Jesse broke down while singing.
I'm so excited! I'm so scared!
Jesse.
That's a classic scene.
It is beautiful.
Yep.
So what I need to know is what was Jesse on? And I need the very specific thing that she was on.
Like the name.
The name
Like the brand
of the
name?
drug. The name of the drug. Okay.
I wrote it down 3 words into your question.
Yeah. The question is actually, what drug was Jesse Spano taking in the infamous I'm So Excited episode? What drug was she taking? It cannot be a generic thing.
She couldn't.
I actually really don't remember.
It has to be a specific.
I know that scene, but
Yes.
yeah.
It has to be a specific.
All right, that's all.
Okay.
Well, now I'm not so sure.
Yeah. So I'm
sticking with it.
I will help you guys out. We know the episode. Well, at least 3 of us.
Oh,
3 of us know the
I
episode.
know the episode.
You can't just simply say upper.
Yeah.
It has to be specific.
10-4.
So
I'm
are we
right.
looking for a name brand?
I'm right.
Not a name brand.
I'm right.
The drug itself.
It's
I'm coming back.
It's referenced.
I wrote it
Yes.
down before the hint, by the way.
Did you?
Did you get it right?
I don't know.
I hope he
I
doesn't.
have no
I really hope
idea.
he doesn't. I'm really excited. I'm so excited him getting a 0
I just can't hide it.
because if people at home may not know this, but at this point of this recording, Scotty has the most wins in trivia.
What?
So yes, he has the most W's.
That's
Andy,
not representative.
wipe that.
So if he gets a zero, that's awesome. I love that he might get a zero because right now he's got the most
And
dubs.
he's got a no-no.
All right.
It's cool.
So Jesse was so excited. What was she on? We have Xanax from Brian, caffeine pills from Andy, caffeine pills from Kelly, and ecstasy from Scott.
Wow.
I wish Scott was right, but he's not because it's caffeine pills. So,
My first guess was caffeine pills.
It's caffeine
Yeah,
pills.
I know.
Yeah.
And I should have known that.
So
They're not
It
going
didn't
any
matter.
heavier than that. They're
Andy-
not throwing amphetamines out there or anything weird.
Groundbreaking show. Come on. Try marijuana or something.
Oh, they had one. They found a joint.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
there you
right.
go. Oh,
So Andy and Kelly were both correct.
Yeah.
We do have a winner. I'm not even going to give the synopsis on this. If you saw this episode, you know. I don't need to recap
Hey,
this.
Now this was about as like intense as it got.
It was
in
the
terms of
most intense episode.
seriousness.
It was
Yeah.
the most. We don't have. That's why I don't have to give the synopsis.
It hit you in the feels, B. Come on.
No, it really did. It was funny. Like even when I watched it as a kid, I remember laughing because
At her ridiculousness
yeah,
when
it
she's
was, it
singing.
was pretty crazy. Yeah, come on.
It was
because she had too much Mountain Dew. Come on.
It was finals.
They were pills,
She had
man.
a singing competition. To
Oh,
do.
there was so much going on.
so much. She just
you know?
needs a little edge to to stay focused.
It was a reminder that this lighthearted sitcom can handle serious topics, guys.
right.
It's a big
Drugs
deal.
are stupid.
The episode was actually titled Jesse's Song. I didn't know that, but yeah, little fun fact for you there. But all right, well, that brings us through 10. We do know we have a winner.
Yes, Andrew comes in with 8 out of 10 and the winner. And
Thank you very
Good
much.
job, buddy. Good job, buddy.
and Scott had 0.
Oh, I don't have music for that.
Nobody, we never thought this would have happened.
Should we
No.
just go back to this maybe for all zeros in the future?
No.
And I think I'll never make it on time. By the time I get my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner.
All right, I'm done.
I'm gonna be real honest though. Scott should be the proudest person here that
Why?
you don't know about this because I watched it after, but it's like the cheesiest. It's like the worst show ever made. Like it's one of those it's a B movie. It's so terrible you like it. You know what I'm saying? That
No.
My kids
Really?
would go out there.
No,
you think it actually good?
it's an iconic show. Iconic. It's huge.
for a certain age.
I'm not going to go that far, but it was a good show when I was in junior high.
It's iconic.
They tackled social issues during the 90s, which were
Yeah, and they
lawlessness.
Yeah,
for
they
the
got all
most
those
part.
Emmys. They
Timeout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dynamite drop.
Come
man.
on.
That's
I'm just saying. I loved it. I watched it all the time. I loved it. But let's be honest. It
Never compare your hair to Zach Morris ever again. You don't
I
deserve
can
it.
do that.
You don't
I can
deserve
do
it.
that.
I'm pretty sure I only saw clips of the show, like it was on when I'd go to a friend's house, right?
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever remember it.
Sure.
I'd come over, friends watching the show, and I'd be like, hey, what are you
they had
watching?
groundbreaking
Saved by the
fashion.
Bell. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
Have you seen the social media now? There's a whole thing like Zack Morris is trash. Have you seen this?
Oh, no.
It
but
talks
doesn't
about
surprise me.
how if you look back at the show, how selfish he was. He was trash. And there's a whole thing. It's like Zack
What?
Morris is trash. It's like a whole
They've
thing.
done that.
What
for the
he's
Friends
failing to
characters.
tell you
Well, yeah.
is that
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
what he's failing to tell you is that he started that.
Oh,
I like Zack Morris.
Check out
I like
Brian's
the show.
opinion
I
on-
like the show. I'm just saying.
they've also done it with Ferris Bueller and how he was a terrible friend.
My favorite is how they explain that the Karate Kid was the bad guy.
Oh,
And Johnny was the
I
good
love
guy.
that. I bet your mother. That is great.
Yeah, I do
That
love
is
that.
great.
Fantastic.
He thinks he's the Karate Kid.
Yes.
I love that.
He's like, I'm going to root for the skinny kid that barely knows karate or the kid that's awesome at karate.
I do love that.
You know what my favorite show was when I was a kid? I think it was The Fall Guy. So be prepared for
Oh, dude.
Oh, he's dropping one on
I
us
have
now.
a Fall Guy lunchbox upstairs.
Do you really?
Yes.
OG? Like original?
Wait a minute. Yeah, who's the Fall Guy? Is it Lee Majors? Or is it
Look at
Ryan
it.
Reynolds? Isn't he
tell you
the
what,
one
though.
No, it's the old one.
The old one. Okay.
Yeah.
The two main shows I remember watching after school were Saved by the Bell and The Fresh Prince.
Oh, yeah.
The Fresh
Dynamite.
Prince was, right?
Okay. Fresh Prince coming soon, I guess.
Yeah.
Or is that too early or too late for you as well?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the Fall Guy, that predates me a bit. I mean, I was a bit young when that
Sure,
was out.
yeah.
That was,
I was
that was
young.
early, that was
young.
early 80s,
That was
wasn't
early
it?
80s, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought this would still, 89 to mid 90s. I mean, you were in high school. I mean,
Yeah.
not too far off.
Thought he would have got one question right.
At least one.
I thought maybe I'd guess the year. That was my only shot.
Well, anyway, congrats, Andrew.
Thank you.
Well done.
Good job,
Thank you
bud.
very
Good
Well
job.
done. We can move on to our bonus question.
Okay.
It's the same with this theme. If you, I said had, but if you could become a character in a hit TV show, which character would you choose? Tell me why. All the shows you've seen, all your favorites.
Wow. That's tough.
It is tough. I should have probably told you about this one like a week ago, so you guys could really prepare. But think of your favorite shows.
Needs to be off the cuff.
Like I don't even have an answer for this. I wrote it and I haven't even come up with it yet.
Wait. Sitcoms, dramas.
I'll leave it wide open. You give me a character that obviously your favorite non-movie character.
Done.
You guys quit talking.
I'm done.
Oh, you're going to say Tony Soprano, aren't you?
That's
Tony
obvious.
Soprano. Like if you're gonna, I was thinking sitcoms, but if you're gonna open the door, I'm Tony Soprano all
So wait,
day, every
is this who do you think you're like identifying?
who
Oh,
you
no.
want to be? This
day.
is who you want to be.
Tony Soprano all day, every day. Yeah.
that
Come
changes.
on. Come on.
No, this is who you want to be. This is the character you want. Kelly, give me something.
Norm from Cheers.
Ooh, why?
Nom.
Wait, so you want to be me? I'm flattered. I'm flattered, Kelly.
Tell me why, Kelly.
Because everybody go to a place where everybody knows your name.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the snippet of him walking in the bar every time and the quick whips that he
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's
dynamite.
fantastic.
It is great.
All he does is sit there and drink beer.
Wonderful
It
show.
goes on for a while. Like he has
Oh, he
so
has a
many.
ton.
No.
It's fantastic.
Well, however long that show was on, I feel like every episode,
Yeah,
when he
And
walked
you
in.
got at least one Norm per episode, right?
Have you seen the episode of Michael Richards on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just
Yes.
saw that
Oh,
like,
right.
in the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
week. I didn't
He
know.
was Sam's old friend.
Yeah, but he didn't
some kind of
remember
a
him.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not remember that, obviously, because he wasn't. anybody.
Brian, can you tell me why you want to be a fat Italian?
He's
No,
a fat
I mean,
Irish.
He's 1 for 2.
I'm no, I love like mafia stuff.
Yeah.
and that's
But
one of
why
my
Tony
favorite
Soprano?
shows.
Why does he stick out to you? I know you like the mafia stuff, but why Tony Soprano so much? Why?
Oh, his character was fantastic. Like, so that show, like, people watch it and are like, oh, it's okay. It was groundbreaking. That
It was.
changed TV. So, like, Breaking Bad's one of the biggest shows ever.
Mm-hmm.
Bryan Cranston says himself, like, this show doesn't exist and that character doesn't exist without Tony Soprano. Like, it was,
sure.
that it was so groundbreaking. And I'm a big mafia guy. I love the history.
Sure.
I love all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I just have to go.
He was a murderer.
Yeah. He was.
I say he's a good guy. I'm just saying,
Remember, Brian wanted to be in the mind of a serial killer. You know, Brian's got some dark. If we went to the barter system, he was going to knock people off.
Oh, that's true.
Brian,
He's our hitman.
I think after the show, we might have to have a talk. You know,
You might want to watch your back.
you might want to make sure someone else is
I'm
there.
doing- I'm
You
doing
might
it.
want to watch your tone.
everybody needs to be there for that.
Take the bass out of your voice, boy.
All right.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's a great line.
I'm gonna go to
I love
Andy.
that line.
I'm going to go to Andy next because I want to hear Scott's last. Andy, what do you got for me?
I'm struggling actually. I've been thinking, and I love the shows where the dad is like got the master plan, and you may not even see it because you're looking at it from the kid's perspective. I'm thinking back to the sitcoms, and you're like, man, why is the dad being so unreasonable? And then right at the end, boom, he drops the lesson hammer. When the little tinkly music is starting to fade in. So that comes to mind for me as far as the person that epitomizes that to me. I don't know. Mike Brady comes to mind, although.
So you want to be a TV dad?
Kinda.
I thought you would go with Corey from Boy Meets World.
He's bumbling, kind of.
But then you get Topanga.
Oh man.
You get Topanga.
Yeah.
You get to do what to her?
Yeah. You get Topanga.
Oh man, you have just kind of redesigned my entire line of thinking. The only other person that I thought, and I'm not one to put myself in harm's way, but probably my low key favorite show of all time was a show called The Unit. You guys remember that? It was a military show about
Fantastic.
a Delta team that
Came on right after Saved by the Bell, or
It could have.
What time frame is that? I don't know
probably
that.
He doesn't
early
know.
2000s maybe is Dennis Haysbert. And,
I don't remember that. Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, they were just so odd. It's Navy SEAL stuff, right?
Yeah,
and
for
they're
sure,
just
for
like
sure.
superhumans, and it would be super cool to experience what life is like.
It was really good for
super trained.
for a
it
prime
was
time
on for
show.
a short period of time. I think they cut it because it was too expensive or whatever for a CBS show. But anyway, either something really cool like a superhero or something,
Okay.
or just a good old fashioned dad that's dropping knowledge like crazy.
Gotcha. Doc?
Wait, Nick, are you going to answer?
Oh, I'll go before you, Scott, because
Okay.
I feel like your answer is going to be good for some reason.
okay, well,
This is Zack Morris.
trying to butter me up to the news thing.
There's a Zack
Zack
Morris.
Morris.
I wrote this question, yet I didn't come up with an answer prior to this, but first things that popped in my head, I was thinking Tommy Shelby, Peaky Blinders.
Oh, nice.
I love
Big
it.
fan
I
of the
love it.
show.
I love it.
I liked his style. Like he was so reserved
Yeah.
and like never got rattled.
Yeah.
Like no matter what happened,
Fantastic.
I mean, so many terrible things happened.
Great character.
And he ran the family. Always was thinking the next step. You know, Tommy Shelby came to mind. So I'll probably just stick with that one. I mean,
love
at
it.
first, I was trying to think of the Tom Hardy show.
Yeah.
You know,
Taboo.
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 Yeah.
Because again, never got rattled. He was just
so calm,
cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, fantastic.
You know, thinking ahead of everybody else. That resonates with me more than a fun thing.
There's
great show.
there's like therapy in this conversation.
there?
Like we're learning about
I
each
do have
other's
to say,
psyche
like, you
a
talk
little
about
bit.
me being wanting to be Tony Soprano. Like, you want to be a gangster too. So hold on now.
He killed people.
His killing it wasn't what impressed me about him. It was the way he acted. Like Tony Soprano, he didn't blow me away as far as like who his character was. You know, it's I wouldn't say it was typical, but it kind of was.
We're gonna get into that after the show.
Okay.
Because I got a problem.
Okay.
But like one thing I love about Tony Soprano, like same hit. Like he walks into a room though, he's the boss.
Yes.
He comes in.
That's cool.
Yes.
Family, friend. It doesn't matter. He was the boss. Every situation he was in, he's the guy.
As soon as he entered,
He's
the room,
the
it
guy.
was his room.
And breathing very heavy. Yes. A lot of. So
You got to love a culture. The fatter you are, the cooler you are.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I'd do just fine in that culture.
Exactly.
gabagool. All right.
Gabagool.
Doc.
Never watched Sopranos.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother
I
conversation.
didn't get
Mic
past
drop.
season
I've
3.
seen a few, maybe first season.
Sure.
But not a lot.
That's for a whole nother podcast.
yeah.
You should
There.
have
Now
seen
Brian
it.
has a
Brian just
problem with
looked at me.
Kelly. Yeah. Brian's head's about to
He's going to kill me.
I mean, Bo or Luke Duke from my childhood. You know, Duke's a hazard.
I want to change my answer.
mean,
I want to be the other
Good
one.
old
Yeah.
boy.
I want to be whatever one you're
Whichever-
not.
Yeah.
I want to slide across the General Lee.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, that's awesome.
So that's definitely where I went immediately. I also thought about Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap because I really liked that show.
Nice.
And that'd be cool to leap between if it was a real thing to leap
Solid.
between different.
Well, Uncle Jesse says a stranger's just a friend I haven't met yet.
Roscoe.
But I think I'm gonna go Larry David from Curb Enthusiasm.
You are
That's
already
fantastic.
that guy.
That's fantastic.
That's already you.
Well, with friends, but I
That is a great
find
answer.
myself in social situations with a complete stranger, and I just want to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah,
why are you putting gravy on your pizza?
Yeah. Or,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Call him out.
I do like
Yeah.
that. That's a great answer.
Yeah. So I wish I had the nerve to do that to a complete stranger. So I'm gonna go Larry David.
Yeah. That's
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
See, and if you were Tony, you could put one behind their ear for doing that.
too. Yeah, for that matter. I like- I like it.
Well done, gents. Great answers. Andy, I'm all done. Back to you, sir.
Well, that was. I might be a little biased, but probably one of my favorite.
That was a
trivia
good
so
episode.
far.
I
Whatever.
Great stroll down memory lane and to watch the doctor squirm for 45 minutes felt so good.
I mean, Dr. Goose Egg?
Dr. Goose Egg. Oh my gosh. By the way, he may have a new Instagram after this, Dr. Goose Egg. Like,
I mean, I want to.
It's good stuff.
I may forget my name one day, but I don't think I'll ever get a 0 on one of our trivia.
Oh, challenge accepted.
yeah.
I'll put that out there now. Yeah, I don't think we talk enough crap about each other. I got plenty for Remember the Titans. You just laid a goose egg.
You can
You
let
laid
me
a
have
goose
it.
egg.
Let me have it.
So
Don't forget he's
Yeah.
one of the writers. By the way.
fine. If he writes one for the Fall Guy, we're all going to get a 0.
Well, that's true. I'm out.
What is he
This
showing?
episode is about quantum physics.
That's right.
right.
All right. Dynamite, Nicholas. Thank you. And that's going to do it for today's episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. Until then, keep your brains sharp and your bellies laughing.